Now, I want to give a warning to those vault dwellers who do not want to know anything about future plans to Fallout 76, either from Bethesda or data mine stuff, because there is something in the game right now that makes me very excited as a player. And you know the rule here on this channel, we really don't talk about data mine stuff or anything of this sort. It's more of when we're on the PTS, we may talk about stuff that we see inside of the PTS, but there is something inside of the game that gives some credence to something that Nuke and Knight's data mined, and I am absolutely so excited for this. And to me, it could change the way the Wasteland works, especially since the fact that we just talked about why you need a food and aid mule. So if you're still here, that means that you want to know what is in the game. And friends, I was having a conversation with my good friend Golden Gag. You may know he's a Fallout 76 content creator, British, good dude, you know. I mean, he's British, you know, nothing against Brits or anything like that, but the man, like, will text me on Discord at, like, 5 o'clock in the morning because he thinks it's, like, 9:30, 10 o'clock his time, forgets about EST, and I just have to get up and be like, oh my God, I don't have any caffeine in my system right now. But besides the point, he messaged me asking, Jason, do you have Yasmin Chowcurdy at your camp by chance? And I was like, yeah, that's my girl. And if you don't know why I like Yasmin Chowcurdy so much, it's because you can find amazing food from her, as well as the White Spring Mall. You go sit down in a chair, one of the wait staff will come up and they will say, so would you like some of, and then a vendor opens up. It can be Deathclaw Wellingtons and stuff like that. It's how I usually do my epic weekly challenges around that sort of stuff. I just go check Yasmin Chowcurdy and the White Spring Refuge table, sit down and say, hello, my good man. But he said, you might want to go check her inventory. I think there's going to be a new recipe that you don't have. And I went, I think I got every recipe that Yasmin Chowcurdy has, and unless Bethesda put something in there that isn't supposed to be there yet. He said, well, go check. And my brain instantly went back to the data mine from Nuke and Knights, and I was thinking to myself, there was one recipe that was mentioned. A canned cranberry relish that was mentioned in that data mine. And, yep, it's there, friends. You can go to Yasmin Chowcurdy right now and you'll see a recipe for cranberry relish that just says cranberry relish and you don't know it. I actually had 3 of these on my person. So I don't know where I got them from, or if they were all the same thing, or if it was just mislabeled and it's not saying canned. But yeah, we learned it. It says we learned it, but we don't have a cannery. But you see in Nuke and Knight's data mine, okay, it talks about how can this and it'll last forever. I mean, we've got dog food that lasts forever, even though we can make our own dog food now. But like, it makes me wonder, and it makes me super excited because I love food buffs. You know, I am a food build. Honestly, I didn't know that was a thing against PvE players until like after a year of playing the game. Somebody said, are you a food build? And I was like, yeah, I love my stat bonuses that I get from, you know, taking my, you know, my cranberry relishes, my brain bombs, my scorched beast brains, my scorched beast liver. I love all those buffs that I get. I had no idea that somebody called me a food build as a terrible statement. I was like, what kind of insult is that? I survived 2009 Modern Warfare 2. Skid Row. What? How is that a, I don't, you know what? I don't even know. I don't know. But as a person that loves to eat food, internal fat kid here, IRL, and in a video game, it makes me wonder what Bethesda has planned. Like, what are going to be the pros? What are going to be the cons to canning your food? Is it going to be something like how, let's just take broiled scorched beef brains. Say we can those up, and I do not want to think about the gelatin that will become Not at all. Oh god, I'm just thinking about some of the food that we have in Fallout 76 and how that would be IRL. And I do have a smoker, but I don't want to make those. Ooh, gross. But it makes me wonder, like, will we have a not, like, it won't be the same benefit, like the fresh food. Like, say the fresh food gives you +6 to intelligence. Will the canned version give us like a +4 maybe, or something like that? Will there be a negative to canning your food? How hard will it be to find or make the cans for the cannery? But the fact that this is inside of the game right now makes me very excited, and it should make you excited as well, because of the simple fact that there are so many things changing with Fallout 76. The landscape in Appalachia is constantly changing. I mean, we just got a new playable race. Oh my god, like we can play as ghouls now? Maybe you don't want to play as a ghoul. Maybe you want to play as a human. But right now, the landscape is changing. And Rush said in the AMA that right now this is easy mode. Like, the raids that we have are easy mode. So there's so much that is potentially coming to Fallout 76 over this year and future years. And I don't know about you, I'm just excited to see what the future holds for Fallout 76. And as someone who really enjoys, like, going out hunting for, you know, I mean, IRL, I love fishing IRL, but like someone who likes to go out and hunt scorched beasts and hunt things down in the wasteland, the chance of using some of my junk to can up this stuff, this could really, really help Fallout 76 and make sure that everybody's buffed up. Because if the game's going to be harder and this is easy mode, then you're going to need those buffs on standby. So this makes me very happy to hear. And Bethesda, if you're listening, please, maybe a chaos mode for a raid, make it even harder for players to test themselves and potentially, maybe, have a little bit better of a chance of getting certain drops and stuff like that. Or, hey, maybe, you know, let me know what you'd like to see Bethesda do in an update to Fallout 76. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to check this video out. Thank you so much to the channel members for the continued support, y'all. Have a great and wonderful day out there in the wasteland. Peace. Love ya.